Hey guys, I was just reading a passage that I found very impactful, and I wanted to pass along some thoughts about the present moment. And so the passage is Isaiah 43:18, and it goes like this: Do not remember the past events. Pay no attention to things of old. Look, I'm about to do something new. Even now it is coming. Do you not see it? Indeed, I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. And guys, this is so important because we tend to worry about everything that's been in the past. We tend to be fearful about maybe our financial situation, how we're going to provide for ourselves in the future. We feel shame about maybe what we did in the past, and that causes us to perpetuate that shame, to blame others. And this is saying remain present. Surrender those worries. We know that the worries exist. Surrender those worries to your faith. Surrender those worries to a higher power. And so this is just packed with gold. It's only 2 lines. But do not remember the past events. Pay no attention to the things of old. And so what's in the past, we truly have to let it be in the past. And it kind of reminds me of another quote that Jesus had. He said, "Let the dead bury the dead. What's in the past is in the past. It can't be changed necessarily." But what we can do is we can give meaning to the past. We can give meaning to the past, how it's helping us in the present, how everything is actually preparing us and giving us pressure and allowing us to become who we really want to become. But pay no attention to it. And then it goes on. Look, I am about to do something new. Even now it is coming. Do you not see it? Indeed, I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. And so if we can picture the wilderness, and it's completely, imagine yourself in a jungle, you have no idea where the way is coming. Or rivers in the desert. In the desert, it's the driest spot available. We are yearning for some water when you're in the desert. He says, "Look now, I'm about to do something new. Even now it is coming." And so when you switch to that new identity, when you surrender the ghosts of the past and the worries of the future, you can now be present, and now it is coming. Do you not see it? We might not see it with our physical eyes. And this is kind of a key concept because when you're in the moment, things might look exactly the same. Nobody knows that you are doing a new thing now. But you have to let go of the worries of the past. And we start to focus on the now moment. Even now they are coming. And what that does is it allows us to actually be in this world of miracles. He says you can even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Things that go beyond our logic, that go beyond our brain. And our brain loves logic. If there is one thing that the human mind loves, it is logic. It likes to see things sequentially: A, B, C. Step one, step two, step three, step four. It likes everything ordered. If I do this, I get this. If I do this, okay, boom, boom, boom. And when we do something and we don't get our results, we start to get a little bit angry or frustrated or discouraged. And we hold on to all these negative emotions. Well, I did this, I should have got this. Right? Well, we're holding on to things of the past. And what he's saying here is surrender. Surrender those old versions. Surrender that old energy, whatever it is. We did step one. Okay, we're on to step two now. It does not mean that we necessarily get the reward of step two. Step one does not necessarily mean that you get the reward, but keep your eye on the prize. Keep taking one step at a time. And behold, in miraculous ways, like a river forming in the desert, the path starts to be revealed. It starts to be revealed once we release the grips of the old, because the old will certainly weigh us down so heavily that we won't be able to necessarily make the move that we need to move. How can we take step two when we're still thinking about step one? How can we take step two when we're still thinking about, well, what's going to happen in step five? If I take step two now, well, then I'm going to take step three and step four, and then five is going to have some troubles. And so there's a delicate balance between using our logical mind as best we can while not letting it prevent us from taking our current step. And so if we can see that step five has a current issue, and that maybe in step two we need to take a little sidestep, we are still going to take step two, but we're still doing it in faith. We're still surrendering what happened in the past in step one. Right now we're on step two. And we're not necessarily worrying and letting that stop us. We're from step five to step two, but we are adjusting. We are working with our faith. We are taking that step in faith. And that's kind of a key concept, is because nothing is ever going to necessarily look completely perfect. There is always going to be something that is spurring change. And even time, one of the slowest forms of change, will always create change in your life. Even if you try to live the exact same moment, you can never live the exact same moment. The air is a little bit different. The temperature is a little bit different. Eventually, you might need to eat. You might need to go to the bathroom. You might need to perform these biological duties. There will always be change. And so the more that we're resisting the current step, eventually we're going to feel pain. We're going to feel some sort of pain, whether it's physical or emotional or mental. We feel some sort of pain that kind of tells us, okay, you have been on step two too long. It is time to move to step three. And this is oftentimes when we can feel ill prepared. We can feel like, I have no idea. I feel like I'm being forced to take this step. And in a very real sense, we are. But we start to think that because I'm taking this next step, that it tends to be a terrible step. And so eventually the pain of staying on step two will become so large if we don't take that step in faith, that step three now seems like some scary object that we need to avoid. But eventually we get to step three. And if we just keep focus on what is in our present, even now it is coming. Do you not see it? We might not see it, but even now it is coming. I have faith and certainty that it is coming and that it is good. There will be a way in the wilderness. There will be a river in the desert. I am going to keep taking my steps in faith, in certainty, and I will adjust as I need to. Let the past be in the past. Let the future be in the future. The present moment is where you can completely change everything. And it also gives us a chance to rest. And this is kind of very important too. Is oftentimes we want to rest in the future. We want to have this reward. Once I get this, then I can take it easy. Then I can do all of the things that I wanted to do anyways. But I need to get this first. I need to secure my soulmate. I need to secure this job. I need to secure this financial security. I need to secure this time freedom. I need to be certain that my bank balance has what it needs. And while these things they are very important in the world that we live in. But by living in the future, we're actually preventing those things from happening, because we are worrying about what way, where is the river first? Let me see the river first. It's not there in the desert. I don't see it. And I'm holding on to all this old energy. And he's saying, do not remember the past events. Pay no attention to the things of the old. Time is very funny. And kind of moving on from scripture, let me try and explain this in another angle, because sometimes that helps. In quantum physics, there there was something called the double slit experiment. And essentially, the double slit experiment showed that these electrons move in waves when they're not observed. But when you observe them, they have to harden into it's like you're freezing it in time. And you can say, okay, it is right there. And instead of a wave, and in a wave, this particle could be anywhere along the wave. By observing it, we slow it down and we say it's right here. And I can go into a little bit more about the details of the experiment, but that's the important part of it. And similarly, when we are so attached to something in the past or so worried about something going on in the future, we are actually taking those waves and turning them into particles. And the more that we worry about them, the more energy that we give them, the more we are observing that as our reality. And if we slow down and stay present and allow the waves to work in the miraculous and wondrous ways that the waves work, we are keeping those possibilities open. And likewise, when we do not remember the past events and pay no attention to the old, we're allowing our past to help us to. And all of it is building our inner character, our inner vessel to carry the frequency of these miracles. And these miracles, they can happen to us at any moment. As soon as we align, we can start to have the same energy as the future and bring that energy into the current moment. Well, quantum physics also suggests that that is now linked. It is now linked, and we can have faith and certainty that we are going to be where we want to be, but we have to be where we are now to be where we want to be. We're actually collapsing time, and we're keeping that frequency so similar that over time we have no choice but to be in that same frequency. And that's how we actually collapse time. Is we can stay in that same frequency, that same amount of energy that is in our desired future or even our desired past, and time starts to become a little bit more malleable. We start to be able to work with time. And all of a sudden, these things that we have things that go beyond our logical mind. Again, our logical mind will resist this. It will say, well, Chris, you're completely wrong because this has to happen for that to happen. And if that's how we choose to view the world, then you're absolutely right. We do need to take steps 1 through 5 in sequential order, and they do need to go exactly this way. But even for that to happen, that would be a miracle in itself as well. And so, whatever energy that we're putting out there, whatever energy is in the future and the past, we collapse that into the present moment, and we just start to be and to do whatever we need to be and do in this current moment. And it is a place where rest and work and play, everything becomes one. It just becomes one energy. Rest, play, work, it all becomes one. Past, present, future, it all becomes one. It's all helping us in this moment. And if we stay in this moment and we breathe deeply and we can appreciate everything, we bring those emotions in. We bring the body that we need, and we try and bring that as close as we can into the present moment, and we bring everything that we want. We start to bring it just as close as we possibly can. It might not look perfect, and in Isaiah it reminds us, even now it is coming, do you not see it? It might not look perfect, but can we make it as close to perfect, and can we release all judgments of everything in the past and future, the way that something maybe should or should not look, and focus on the present because it is coming. So that was a super powerful passage. Wanted to share these thoughts with you. Being present can create miracles. It can create the life that we didn't even know we wanted. It can go beyond our logic if we have faith. So thanks for supporting my channel, guys.